Well, along with the Chandrayaan mission, the other big thing that all of Indians are watching out for is the finale that the 18-year-old Indian Grandmaster Praggnanandhaa is playing against the world number one Magnus Carlsen as we speak. In fact, the first game between the two at the FIDE World Cup has just ended in a draw after 35 moves. Magnus will be in white in tomorrow's second classical game. And joining me is none other than former five-time world champion Viswanathan Anand. Vishy, thanks a lot for your time again. You've been tracking that game one. And I remember speaking to you before this game one. You said the opening is going to be the toughest thing for Praggnanandhaa. From what we see, actually he started off the stronger of the two but ran into some trouble towards the end. How did you read game one?
Basically, I don't think Magnus was in any serious trouble. Praggnanandhaa had the advantage of the white pieces. I feel that was good because it gives him a chance to rest today. Tomorrow will be more difficult. He'll be black, but on the other hand, he gets an extra night of sleep. And this was just to be expected. Some openings don't work out. I think Prag did a good job to make a draw, and hopefully tonight he catches up on some rest.
So, the fact that this is a draw out of the two classical games, don't you think that already is credit to Praggnanandhaa playing, somebody who's world number one and so much more experienced than him?
It's a good result. Look, he had the white pieces. You like to press a little bit, but if you don't get something, then you should go for the next best thing, which is to make a draw. And he basically continues to be in the match, which is the most important thing.
Yes, he continues to be in the match and tomorrow is going to be extremely crucial. So if you were to speak to him, which I know you wouldn't disturb him at this stage, but if you were advising him, what is it that you're going to tell him?
I hope he's getting some good sleep tonight.
Okay. Other than that, you were talking about this earlier as well, that, more than technical, this is about within, this is mental. So mentally, before the next big game, what is it that ideally chess players like yourself like to do?
I don't think he will know all what Magnus could do tomorrow. So that's why I keep focusing on the rest, and he's probably, he'll prepare what he can and try to get ready to play. That's all we can do. So nothing much for him to do today. He's already warmed up in this tournament. He can get some rest and get ready for tomorrow.
Do you see this going further than the classical games, given what has transpired in game one and, both players could up their game in the second one?
There's no information on that in today's game. I mean, tomorrow will be a different color, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay, all right. Before I let you go, Viswanathan Anand, I do want to talk to you a little bit about the Chandrayaan mission too, because that's the other big thing that all of Indians are waiting for. I'm sure that you are also keeping your fingers crossed, both for Pragya's results and also for the Chandrayaan mission. Could I take a comment from you on that as well?
Obviously, I hope the landing is a fairly tricky maneuver. And I mean, a tricky thing to execute, and everyone is talking about it. But fingers crossed. I'm sure they know exactly what they have to do. But we'll be relieved when it lands and it's successfully accomplished.
All right. Viswanathan Anand, thanks a lot for joining us and for those wishes as well. And of course, we will continue to track the game that Praggnanandhaa is going to be playing against Magnus Carlsen. It has once again reignited the entire country's interest in the game of chess. And Vishy Anand, we look forward to having you again, hopefully after a win by Praggnanandhaa.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us.